On a pretty gray and hazy day here in Southern California, EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Los Angeles. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Arizona Cardinals and the Los Angeles Rams. Here we go. The final week of the NFL season. Week 17 is underway. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Set, ready? 60 outlaw. 22 jet bomber, 22 jet bomber. Hey, Alpha. Yo, go.
Now Jones on 1st and 10. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 19 yards there on the catch and run. On 1st down, Jones. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
He's got a 1st down and then some inside the 40 and down to the 28-yard line. He was trying to go back to Beckham there.
This is one of those plays that could go either way, but we've seen the influence of the college game now in the NFL, where we're seeing more and more of these plays run, and that one went for a big gain.
So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got it to the 28-yard line. A nice run there by Gurley on 1st down as he'll get about 7 out of it. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
Here we go, team. Spell. Hey, team 6. Team 6.
Now Jones. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
I don't think either one of us is surprised about who they just targeted on that one. I mean, they're going to try and get to him as much as possible. Off to a nice start, but unable to haul that one in.
Yeah, already looked his way a couple of times on this opening drive. Can't connect there. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. From the gun, Jones. Forced out to his left. He finds Beckham complete. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Hey, check. 3
And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. And before this 2nd down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 1st quarter. Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here. Throwing Jones. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
3rd and goal, Gurley. And he is in for 6. Touchdown, Cardinals. Todd Gurley with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Cardinals take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Gano the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25.
Set! 180! He's coming, check in. You don't want this.
Roethlisberger now off the bootleg. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. Thomas the intended target, and that'll bring up 2nd down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now Roethlisberger to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. DeMarcus Lawrence, what a season he continues to have, his 15th sack of the campaign.
It's now 3rd down.
The Cards going nickel. An extra defensive back out there now on 3rd down. Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Anthony Brown. And they will score. It's a pick 6 for the Cardinals touchdown. Make it back-to-back weeks now with a pick 6 for him. He had one a week ago.
Talk about being in the groove, and what are the odds of what we're seeing right here? You don't see it happen very often. Listen, if you get a pick 6 in a season, it's been a big year, let alone back-to-back weeks. I'll tell you this, I wouldn't play cards against this guy in the locker room.
Extra point try, good by Gano. And that'll make the score 14-0. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. This will be taken very short. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The L.A. offense ready to go for their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points. Get that 0 off the board. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Now it's Roethlisberger. Blitz coming, and down he goes. DeMarcus Lawrence, he continues to wreak havoc in the offensive backfield. Sack number 16 on the year. Now Ben on 3rd and long. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Fabian Moreau. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
Check safety, check safety.
Hard.
Switch.
Bravo.
No.
Now.
Jones now throwing on first down. It's caught by OBJ. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. 18 on that one, and the Cardinals have a first down.
Ready. 8 read. 54. 6-6. Pull it high. Bud.
What you got, Randy? Give me some.
Here's Jones on first down. It's caught. Beckham. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. A 14-yard gain there as they look to improve this 14-point lead. How about the first quarter he's putting together out wide? Pretty impressive.
I think that he likes the fact that we're playing this as a day game. You know, some guys, they respond better in the evenings. For some reason, it builds up. For this guy, day game, and he is off and running. You're exactly right. 100 might be conservative with the start that he's had here in the first quarter.
Yeah, by the numbers, he's on pace for 200-plus right now. Second and goal from the 1.
Whip. Watch the whip.
80 weapons. Hey, Jet.
And he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Odell Beckham with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Cardinals push further out in front. Boy, these guys are off to the races, Charles. 20-0 already, extra point pending.
Yeah, you always hear that term. They just boat race someone. Heck, it's car race, motorcycle race, plane race, whatever you want. Right now, they are sprinting past them.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. This will be taken short. And he will be taken down here as the first quarter of play will come to an end. 21-0 our score after 1. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35.
I'm coming after you.
Roethlisberger throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. Larry Fitzgerald was the intended target, and it's 3rd down.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps to have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. They'll indeed go for it with Roethlisberger. And Big Ben intercepted a 3rd time. He's picked off near his own 48. And they will score. It's a pick 6 for the Cardinals touchdown. That pick 6 extending this lead even further. And boy, it's been a while since I've seen a team struggle this badly in the first half.
I think all they want to do is get to the locker room, try and regroup, and come out to start the 3rd quarter. But if things don't improve fast then, I think the backups get a lot of play in the 2nd half.
Gano the extra point, and the route is on here in this first half. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This will be taken very short. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. The L.A. offense ready to go for their next drive. Typically down to the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive, but they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally, you know me. I mean, you've been around me for a while now, right?
Unfortunately.
I'm sorry about that. But normally, I'm the one preaching patience.
Yeah.
You know, take your time. First half, you still got a chance. I think they're out of patience here. This has to be a drive that gets a touchdown. So if you're the play caller, you're going to that portion of the sheet that says big-time plays, specials, anything you can use to get yourself back into it.
To throw again on 2nd down. Roethlisberger connecting here with DJ Shark. And he'll be brought down right around the 37.
DJ Shark brings up 3rd down.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. Out of the gun, they give to Freeman. Yeah, Freeman was trying to work his way forward, but I don't think he got there. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
No gain on the play. It's 4th down.
So in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, so they're going to opt to go for this thing. We'll see. Maybe a surprise pass or run. What will they do? We're about to find out. 4th down. Now they go for it on 4th down, but that pass is knocked away and incomplete. Anthony Brown right there to knock it away. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Man, I got you. Hey, Haywood. Go. I got him.
Jones from the gun, he'll throw. He finds his target, Beckham. And he's going to get this inside the 30. It's a gain of 11 and a Cardinal first down.
Rock it.
And the Cardinal first
Recon,
down.
132 fighter. Shoot.
And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. A Cardinal first down on a gain of 13. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. And that'll be intercepted by the Pro Bowl safety Harrison Smith. And he will bring it out past the 20-yard line. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
The L.A. offense ready to go for their next drive. So, Charles, the season winding down, the playoffs obviously not in their future. As they look ahead to the offseason, what spots do they maybe need to fill?
Well, I think that they like the guy who's calling the plays.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Solomon Thomas able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness miss against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit him with a screen soon.
To try again after the sack. Roethlisberger. It's complete. It's Fitzgerald. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. It's a gain of 15, and the Rams have a first down.
First and 10 at the 34-yard line.
They still playing soccer. Y'all playing the wrong football.
This is Freeman on first and 10. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores. And they get to him with a pressure as Roethlisberger goes down. DeMarcus Lawrence in there to bring him down, and that is sack number 17 now on the season. Needs something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down. Went backwards. It's third and very long. Now Roethlisberger, and that will be incomplete. We've seen this offense do some unconventional things thus far, but they couldn't go for it on fourth down here, could they?
Could someone patch us into the head coach's headset? Punt the ball.
Here's Tyler Newsome now. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And they'll get to this and touch it. Looks like, yeah, right at the 15-yard line here.
First and 10 at their own 15-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And now consider the lead. The question is, how much is good enough? Are you going for more?
It's the NFL. There's never enough, I believe, because they get reeled in all the time when you sit on the ball. I think that they will try and move the ball downfield and try and squeeze a few more points out of this first half. They'll be careful. They'll be a little bit cautious at times, but also they will attack downfield and try and get in position for at least 3 points.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now Jones operating from the gun, trying to lay one up. It's caught inside the 25. And all the way down inside the 25 before he gets out of bounds. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for first and 10. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. Second interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on it. His teammates are going to check on it because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. Here's Roethlisberger. They'll set up the screen for Freeman. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It's a gain of 11 and a first down, L.A. Now Roethlisberger on first down. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a second and 10. Final play of the half. It's Roethlisberger. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a third and 10.
Wide, get wide. Check 43.
They'll throw now on the final play. Looking downfield for Jones. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17 as we send you cross-country to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. This will be taken short.
The Rams take over first and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. And a big loss here as he's taken down. DeMarcus Lawrence in there to get him, and that is now sack number 18 on the season for him. And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. Now Roethlisberger. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Anthony Brown. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
First and 10 at the 33-yard line.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Let's see what you got. 25, check 25. Check 25. Now.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He's going to look for Beckham in the end zone. And incomplete. He dropped it in the end zone.
Going with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line.
Blue draw Corkers.
Fresno. Hey, switch gears.
Here's Gurley. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory.
He's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Corey Grant with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Cardinals turning that interception into a touchdown. Extra point try good by Gano. And that will extend this big lead. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. This will be taken very short. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because...
And now here is another interception. Picked off by Jonathan Abram, the rookie from Mississippi State. And he will score. Touchdown, Cardinals. This D wanted to put it away before we even get to the 4th quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
Gano the extra point, and the lead will swell by one more. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
Let's go.
The L.A. offense ready to go for their next drive. And they gave up the pick six, and now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go-around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up, but you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful, because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence.
Now bad hit, and he lost the football. It's loose, and the Cardinals have got it, going the other way. And they bring this one back. A scoop and score, a fumble recovery touchdown for Arizona. Gano for the extra point. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The L.A. offense ready to go for their next drive. And let's just say they're going to be looking to start over on this drive. A few moments ago, they were in the exact situation, but their first play led to a fumble that was returned for 6.
Yeah, you definitely have to have a short memory to play in the NFL. You got to remember what you did wrong so you don't repeat it. But you can't dwell on it, because then you will repeat it, and that's what you don't want to do.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 23-yard line.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense.
Here's Roethlisberger to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass.
4 down, 4 down, 4 down.
On 3rd down, Roethlisberger. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. Another drive comes and goes, still nothing on the scoreboard.
Yeah, and when the second half comes, you know, it's real easy to get discouraged and wonder if you're ever going to get things started. But you just got to fight through it. Got to keep pounding away.
Roethlisberger will stay out there, and they're going to go for it on 4th. Here we go on 4th down with Roethlisberger. And this is incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Cardinals will now take over with excellent field position.
Ready. 10 Lobo. 8 Wahoo. Greystone travel.
6 guard. Check 6 guard.
Let's go.
Throwing on 1st down. Jones over the middle to Beckham. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. So 2nd in inches after that 1st down completion went just shy of the marker. 2nd down in inches. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. Nick Bosa in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
Shoot.
Off the play fake. Jones. He's going to let it go deep. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. Corey Grant with his 13th touchdown of the year and second of the game as his guys continue to pour it on. Extra point try good by Gano, and that will extend this big lead.
56. Rams, nothing. Graham Gano set to kick off.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do.
And my goodness, another interception. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
80 weapons. Hey, Alpha.
Kill.
Look at me. Zipper. Big grip.
Jones now on 1st and 10. Caught left side. It's Beckham. An explosive 38-yard pickup. What a game it's been for this duo.
They remind me of a good comedy team. They know how to play off of each other so well. No matter how one riffs, the other's right there to pick them up, and they are shredding them in this ball game.
Come on, oh.
Check me. Rock it. Go.
And he is in for 6. Touchdown, Cardinals. Odell Beckham, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Cardinals turning that interception into a touchdown. Gano the extra point, and the lead will swell by 1 more. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And they bring this one back. A scoop and score, a fumble recovery touchdown for Arizona. So they get the 1-score kickoff, get a fumble, take it right back to the house. 2 quick touchdowns within a matter of about 10 seconds on the game clock.
It's like a big 1-2 punch that may lead to a knockout.
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
The Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up. Yeah. Let's get moving, guys.
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, Mac. He's got him in, complete. And he's going to get this deep onto Arizona's side of the field. A big play there for L.A. 68 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. 11 more on that one and another first down. So 3 plays already first and goal, and they are wasting little time.
Check 24. Check 24.
They'll look to run with Freeman. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now.
Every team we ever talk to that continues to run the ball in a game, even when they haven't had much success, all talks about attrition, don't they? If you keep running it, eventually good things are likely to happen. It's been a hard go in this game today.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Devontae Freeman, his 11th touchdown of the year. And it's for pride now, but the Rams do get a bit closer. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Smooth. Hey, one set. Check, Mike.
Hey! Hit it.
Here's Jones throwing on first down. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. Odell Beckham Jr. Touchdown, Cardinals. Odell Beckham, 75 yards, as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Not a whole lot to recap on that drive. Just one play, 75 yards to the house.
Yeah, it's a long way to go. And remember, rarely is it a straight line 75 yards, too. Got to have a little extra in there. So whatever the final number is, a well-deserved seat on the bench, a little oxygen if he wants it as well.
Let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
The L.A. offense ready to go for their next drive.
I'm on.
On 1st and 10, it's Roethlisberger. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd. So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. They'll rifle this one deep right side. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. The Rams on 3rd down. It has been a disaster. 0 for 8 thus far. This will be 3rd and 15. That one complete. He finds Sharp. And they stop him up short of the first down as they get him at about the 43.
And another thing that makes the comeback route really effective is that oftentimes after you've made the initial move, receivers breaking away from the defensive back, and that makes it a really tough play to defend. A nice chunk of yardage picked up there.
Go get him.
Let's go. Black, what's up?
They're going on 4th down. It's Roethlisberger. And it is incomplete. John Harbaugh not afraid to go for it this time. Doesn't work out. The Cardinals will now take over with excellent field position.
152 fighter.
Jones on 1st down. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ballgame and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. The Cardinals on 3rd down. No problems to this point. A perfect 5 for 5. This will be 3rd and 5. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. 3rd and medium. They opted to run instead of pass, and it worked. 1st down. On 1st and 10, Jones. Flush to his right. And that'll be intercepted by the Pro Bowl safety Harrison Smith. And he returns it here to his own 18-yard line. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, became great later?
Who would that be? And now here's another interception. Picked off near the 32. Well, when you start thinking of guys that are in the mix for Defensive Player of the Year, I think you use him as Exhibit A. Maybe he's not the leading guy right now, but he's at least on the periphery and deserves to be in the discussion.
And because of that, he's looking at a game today where in order to make that big move and maybe become the guy, he needs multiple takeaways, multiple big plays, things that get our attention and reverberate for weeks to come.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. He was trying to go back to Beckham there.
This is one of those plays that has an equal chance of either being a big gain or a big loss, but with the college influence, we're seeing more of these plays come into the NFL.
Protein spill.
SOS.
Hey, Charlie.
SOS. SOS. SOS.
Now Jones from the gun, he'll throw. He's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Darren Waller, his 5th touchdown now on the year as his guys continue to pour it on. Extra point try good by Gano, and that will extend this big lead. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone.
The Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The L.A. offense ready to go for their next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. 23 yards, the final tally. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Roethlisberger now off the bootleg. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership.
And my goodness, another interception. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And they will score. It's a pick 6 for the Cardinals touchdown. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
Black 20.
Rip right. Rip right.
The drive will start with a carry by Devontae Freeman. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. From the gun on 3rd down, it's Roethlisberger. And this one into the hands of DJ Shark. And able to get it here to about the 16-yard line. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out.
Under crunch, under crunch, under crunch.
They'll try and throw for him with Roethlisberger. Now a desperation throw, deep depth, and got his man, complete. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on fourth. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front.
And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 28. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup, let him get some time?
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. These guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
Check 24, check 24. Check, 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 check. Check, check, check. Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Hey.
Bravo.
Watch the ship.
Let's go.
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown.
Touchdown, Arizona.
He has really settled in throwing the football, and that touchdown here in the fourth quarter gives him a pretty comfortable cushion.
He may be a rookie, but he's playing like fourth quarter, and the QBing is easy. How about this guy? Youngster, not worried about anything, just cutting it loose and having fun.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he'll probably wish he'd reconsidered here. It will cost him 10 yards as he's down at the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
They'll run with Freeman here to begin the drive. And that closed up quickly there as he gets it up only to about the 17. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Easy, easy.
Check 3, check 3, check 3.
And now a 10th carry for Freeman. And he's able to get up here to the 26. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. The Cardinals forced to burn their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Roethlisberger will throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Talking about.
Tackle made back at the 17-yard line.
A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory, and the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week, we'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points, allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Cards, a final win means they will finish off the regular season at a very strong 12-4. And now they'll await the final seeding for the playoffs ahead. Meanwhile, for Los Angeles, they're going to bottom out here to wrap up this very forgettable season at 2-14. And it's fair to say wholesale changes will be forthcoming in the very near future. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch